Hello everyone. Now yesterday we have completed question in which we have solved simultaneous equation by using the A inverse. Okay. Now this was the last method regarding this chapter. So in this chapter we have studied about solution of the determinant or expansion of the determinant, adjoint, minor cofactor, and relate to the adjoint evaluation of A inverse. Now somewhat application of determinant also we have studied, that is area evaluation and solution of simultaneous equation. Now as a conclusion of the exercise or this chapter, we have to attend somewhat different question from the miscellaneous exercise. So somewhat different category or somewhat different type of combination we are having in miscellaneous exercise. So let's attend this remaining question. Now move towards the question number 1 of exercise 4. Here determinant is available in terms of a x variable as well the trigonometrical combination. So here you have to show that its a determinant value is independent of theta. Meaning of this statement is what we have to show is the solution of the determinant you have to prove in such a way that in which term of theta is not going to include, means it is totally independent of theta. So in order of that, first of all we look at the given determinant form and try to understand that on implementing any of the property, any reduction form is possible or not, and if it is not so, direct we will go for the expansion. So look at the solution here. First write down the determinant. Here you can see combinations are quite odd. Somewhat terms are available with the x variable, somewhat terms are available with the trigonometrical term. So here it is not possible to make any of the reduced form on implementing any of a property. So here direct we will go for expansion for a given determinant form. So let's start with the first row for expansion. So it is your x minus x and x minus x square minus 1 minus sine of theta. With respect to this element it will be your minus x sine of theta and minus cos of theta. Last one is a cos theta. With respect to cos theta it will be your minus sine of theta and minus x cos of theta. Minus minus plus. Now go for multiplication of the outside term. It is your minus x cube minus of x. Here minus minus plus x sine square theta. Here it will be minus plus sine theta cos of theta. Here this will be minus sine theta cos of theta. And at last you will have x cos square theta. Now go for combining the term x cube minus x. Here you can see x is common in between these two terms and these two are going for cancellation. So here you can see your x common, so sine square theta plus cos square theta, it is being an identity, so it will turn to 1. Your x will come at cancel, you will left with only single term, that is minus x cube. So here you can see none of the theta term we are having on the expansion. So here you can say that your given determinant is independent of theta. So conclusion is theta is independent of theta. So this way, if any of the combination is being asked in which somewhat we have to prove, you can proceed. Now in order of that, we just move for question number 3. Here your question is available again in with the trigonometrical terms. So evaluation of this determinant we require. Now it is your question number 3, in which the combinations are available as evaluation is required. Your given determinant is cos of alpha cos of beta minus sine of beta sine of alpha cos of beta. Second column we are having is cos of alpha sine of beta cos of beta sine of alpha sine of beta. Last is your minus sine alpha 0 and cos of alpha. This is to be evaluated. Now here also you can see none of the property it is possible to implement, make your term combined. So here we will go for direct expansion of this given one. So this is the determinant available to us. So direct expansion we start with respect to the first row, cos of alpha cos of beta. These two will multiply, cos of alpha cos of beta, this will be 0 minus cos alpha sin beta, this will be your minus sine of beta cos of alpha, again this will be turned as 0. Last one, minus sine of alpha minus sine of beta cos of alpha last term we will have is minus sine of alpha minus sine square beta sine of alpha and minus cos square beta sine of alpha. So this way we are having the expansion form. Now go for combining the terms. Here make them multiply. Cos square alpha cos square beta. Here minus minus plus. Cos square alpha sin square beta. Here the sin alpha you multiply to all, and here you are having all the negative signs, so all will turn to positive quantity. So this is your sin square alpha sin square beta plus cos square beta sin square alpha. Now here you can see in these two your cos square alpha is being a common quantity, so cos square beta plus sin square beta. In next combination, your sin square alpha is a common one in this group, so it will be your sin square beta plus cos square beta. Being these two identity, it can be replaced as a 1, so it can be taken as a common also, and then you go for, so better you make it replaced by 1 directly. So remaining is again a identity form, that is 1. So value of this given determinant is 1. Now here also we are having another combination, that is question number 4, in which your determinant is available and its determinant value is also available as a 0. So on basis of that you have to show that its determinant solution will give you either a plus b plus c is equal to 0 or a is equal to b is equal to c. Okay, so let's start with the given combination. determined B plus C plus A plus B, C plus A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C plus A, and this is given as 0. So first of all, somewhat property we are going to implement to a given determined form in order to prove the required relation. So first we are going to make a addition of second row to first as well as the third row to first, or column wise also you can go for addition. So here we are going to make a addition of second as well as third row in a first one. So here you can see C is going to be twice, A is going to be twice, and B is also going to be twice. So direct these two you can take common, or separately also it can be written. So twice A plus B plus C. Here also you can see C is twice, A is twice, B is also twice. So on making them add, again the same term we will produce. Here also the same, it is 2 A plus B plus C. Remaining are to be write as such. Now in first row, that is available with 0. In first row, 2 A plus B plus C is common. So here we will write in first row 1 upon 2. We are going to take it common. So on taking it common, your determinant will be turned as 2 A plus B plus C. This is 1. Remaining columns you will write as such. This is also 1. A plus B plus C. It is B plus C. This is 1. B plus C plus A, and that is equal to 0. From here, you can see this product of these two terms turn as 0. That means either this bracket can be 0 or this determinant form can be 0. So the first proof we are getting from here, that is 2 A plus B plus C can be 0. So your A plus B plus C is 0. You are getting the first relation required to us. Now move towards the remaining combination, means the determinant. So that is to be sought out for a second required solution form. So our second part is determinant value 1 C plus A plus B, 1 A plus B plus C, B plus C and C plus A, it can be turned as 0. Now on the first row we are having 1 1, so easily 2 zeros we can generate on column wise subtraction. So in second row we are going to make a subtraction by first, and in third row we are going to make a subtraction by second column. So implement this property. First column remain unchanged. This will be your 0. On making them subtract, your A cancel and B minus C will left with you. Here on subtraction, C minus A will left with you. Second column subtract to the third one, that will be 0. B cancel, C minus A. Here on subtraction, C cancel, it is A minus B. Now you can see on right hand side we are having this 1 as a single remaining element. So with respect to this one, go for the expansion. So it is 1. On expansion, this will be your B minus C, A minus B minus C minus A whole square. Remainings are 0. Now it is to be sought out, means these two brackets you multiply and this is going for expansion. Make these two brackets multiply, that is AB minus B square minus CA plus BC. On expansion, it is C square plus A square minus AC. Now further, it is to be adjusted in such a way that second relation you can derive. Make this negative sign multiply everywhere. So this is your AB minus B square minus CA plus BC minus C square minus A square plus 2AC. Now here it is AB plus BC. On making these two subtract, further AC minus A square minus B square minus C square. In the whole expression, minus we are going to take common. So we will have the proper form for further solution. Now this expression you have to turn in such a way that A is equal to B is equal to C we can form. Now just now we are in this situation that it is not possible to generate the same relation. So somewhat another form we have to produce here. So in order to that, first of all, we are going to make multiply and divide the whole expression by 2. Now here A square is 2, B square is 2, C square is 2. So in order to take these 3 as a middle one, these 3 combination you can split as 1 by 2, it will be a non-zero quantity. So further, this can be written as A square minus 2AB plus B square. From here and here, 1 terms we have taken in use. Next is 1B square we will take it, BC as a middle term plus C square, and last to that C square minus 2AC plus A square, and that we will write as 0 form. Here you can see clearly this is a whole square of A minus B, it is B minus C, and this is C minus A. Now this expression we have produced. Now somewhat try to study what we are having and what we can conclude about. Here 3 terms are written in a square form and sum of the square term it is coming as 0. Practically this is possible only when each term tends to 0 at the same time. Then only sum of these 3 with the square form you can say 0, otherwise not possible. So in order to maintain the same relation, it is compulsory to have A minus B 0 and B minus C 0, and same the third one, C minus A is equal to 0. From this one you will have A is equal to B, from this one you will have B is equal to C, and the last one will give you A is equal to C. So here if you are going to make these 3 interconnect, you can say A is equal to B is equal to C. So this is the second result what it was needed. So such type of combination also important one. Next we are going to attend solution of a given determinant, means evaluation of a x for a given determinant form. That is your question number 5. Our fifth question is, we have to solve this determinant value x plus a, x and x. This is x, x plus a and x. This is x, x and x plus a. That is available as 0 and where a is a non-zero quantity. Now this is to be sorted out. So first of all, if possible, try to implement the properties. So here either go for addition of columns or a row. So here we are going to make a addition of rows, second row to first one, third row to first one. So here first we write the given relation. X plus A, X and X. This is X, X plus A, X, 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 X plus A, and that is available as 0. Now here row wise we will make a addition. So in first row we are going to add a second as well as the third row. Column wise also you can perform the addition, there is no problem. So here you see X is already available, 2 more X are going to be added. So it will turn as 3X plus A. Here also 3X plus A. This last one will also remain same. This is your X, X plus A, X. This is X, X, X plus A. Here you see 3X plus A is your common in your first row. So here in your first row we are going to take common 3x plus a. So the remaining determinant will turn as 1 x x 1 x plus a x 1 x x plus a. Now column wise you will go for subtraction. So here in second column first we are going to subtract, in third column second we are going to subtract. First column remain unchanged, this will turn as 0. On making and subtract it will end, this is your 0. This you subtract over here, it will be 0. This is minus a and this is a. Now this bracket you have to write once if it is being taken common 3x plus a, afterwards we will make it 0. Now 3x plus a, make this determinant expand with respect to the 1, so it will be 1 into a square, finally it is this much. So 3x plus a into a square, it will be 0. Now here a is being a non-zero quantity, so 3x plus a you will turn as 0. So x will come out as minus a upon 3. So this way solution also you can write with respect to the determinant form.